Alright guys, I'm Rabea.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sound Like on Andertons TV. How's it going, Matt?
It's going good, it's going good. How are you?
I'm excited.
This is going to be a good one.
Limitless budget, and today we're going to be doing Sound Like Dimebag Darrell.
Yes, which is going to be great.
Yes, it is.
It is, and this one is, well, last time we went with a really simple rig.
But it's a tough one, I suppose, because Dimebag use solid state amps, and normally, traditionally, solid state aren't really that expensive in comparison to Valve.
This is true, and because we have no budget, we obviously want to kind of make the most of that.
Yeah.
And the other issue here, the spanner in the works that we found last time, is that Andertons don't actually stock Dean.
No, or Randall.
Or Randall. Yeah. So there we have an artist who uses Dean and Randall.
That we can't use.
No.
In any case, I'm just up for riffing some dirty southern trendkill riffage.
I think we should be able to get a rig that sounds amazing, hopefully.
Yeah, let's try. Let's try.
So we need basically something that sounds similar pickups and a Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd. Yeah, nice pickups and shape. We can't get the Razorback because that's his shape, and they don't sell them here. So. Okay, so we could go premium Ibanez, like as in these ones. They're very different, but it's like it's £1,000. They've got Floyds on them, and I'm just wondering if there's something a little bit better.
It doesn't seem that there are many ridiculously expensive pointy guitars.
No, you're right.
And there's actually quite a lot of SIGs, which we can't use.
This is a problem, Matthew.
Slim pickings are available in Andertons today. We're looking for Floyd. We're looking for Seymour Duncans in a 6-string, ideally with a rosewood fretboard.
Yeah, and there's just not much that's of the kind of price we want for busting the bank, and also nothing hitting the nail on the head. So we stumbled across this Ibanez, which is a rosewood board. It's got DiMarzio, Tone Zone, and Air Norton. I actually forgotten what this one is, but it has a Floyd rosewood board, and it's no signature. It's a Prestige, so it's 1,000, and it's about nearly 1,200 quid, I think.
Yep.
So I'm struggling really. Unless there's something we're missing, I don't think we've got any other option. So we're looking for an amp.
We are looking for an amp, and we're not in the boutique room for any of this stuff today.
Well, no, because we need solid state sound. There's a couple. Obviously, there's the Katana.
That might be a shout.
Which is a combo, and it's not expensive.
I think, to be honest, yeah.
Wazza amp, because that is expensive.
How much is
that? We all know that the Wazza amp, it's 2,300 for the head, and it's £900 for the cab. So it's ludicrously expensive.
And
it's solid state.
Yeah.
It could be a very good shout. Because it's just so expensive.
Well, are we ever going to have another opportunity to use it?
No. The other option, it's kind of a high gain shredders amp, and I guess you can. It just depends if it's when scooped, it gets the right Dimebag sound, isn't it? I don't think they'll achieve the Dimebag tone as easily as other amps, though.
It's the most expensive solid state amp in here. I'm probably right in saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he's a really well-known solid state guy.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Should we wazzer it?
I think we should wazzer it up.
Sweet.
He used an MXR EQ.
Yeah, we
should get an EQ.
Yeah.
Crybaby.
Yes, but he used a specific one. I think it's the 503Q or 530 something Q, which has his dial on the side, which means you can change the Q factor.
He does have a signature wah.
He does now. He used a noise suppressor as well.
Okay.
So let's just
grab
those elements.
Of stuff.
So the situation currently is we're actually struggling to get the pedals that we wanted because some of them aren't in stock. Some might be out the back.
Yes.
So we may only grab one or two of the pedals we're actually going to use in here, and then see if the rest are out back. If not, it'll be substitutes, which we'll mention in the video room.
We're having trouble finding our OD and our wahs, but I think we can just go with the regular wah, and then. Yeah, the overdrive is the problem right now.
So we've had a slightly comedic change of heart. We were going to find a really expensive distortion pedal that did the job, but then we figured, why not try the Metal Zone?
We've used this maybe once before for Biffy.
Yeah, so it's definitely a pun. We don't necessarily have to use it, but we figured it'd be a bit difficult to get the tones we're after with an amp like the Wazacraft amp because we never used it, and it isn't so straightforward. So this is kind of a safety net.
We're double bossing.
Yeah, we are bossing to boss.
Right. So we've got some pedals.
We do.
And we've got our guitar. And we've got our amp.
Well, our Waza amp.
Yes. So we're going to go...
Some oddballs. There's some that we're putting a lot of faith in.
Yeah.
In any case, I think we have enough tools. It's time to go and bust the bank. Sound a bit like Dimebag Darrell.
Let's do it.
We're back in the video room.
We're back in the video room, and this is a different video room to the one you usually expect for Sounds Like.
This is true. This is the first time Sounds Like has graced
this
new video room.
We're a little further apart than we used to be.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I'm that comfortable about it. In any case, we have been doing a Sound Like Dimebag Darrell by Busting the Bank.
From the band Pantera.
It was difficult. I mean, I'll be honest. I've struggled this whole time getting sounds with the rig.
I think that is mainly due down to probably the Metal Zone and the amp. To be fair, not what you used, honestly.
No, it's not even close to what you would use.
And I guess, should we start with the amp?
Yeah.
Actually, no, let's start with the guitar.
All right.
We always start with the guitar,
We do.
Let's start with the guitar.
This is an Ibanez Prestige. I'm sure there's a really long code name to it. But this is an Ibanez Prestige, and it's an HSH configuration with a Floyd Rose, one of their low pro trem type things going on. Rosewood board, extra jumbo frets, maple neck, and it's pretty nice. I mean, it's 1,199, I believe.
It is, which is a smidge, well, I say a smidge, quite a chunk less than we usually spend on by busting.
Yeah, we normally go $2,000 up, don't we?
We normally go all out, and this is as all out as we could get. As we said in the store, though, there is literally a limit to options.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is the pickups. We've got a DiMarzio Tone Zone, and this is a Air Norton. Again, I've actually lowered the middle pickup so that I can play because Dan didn't use a middle pickup.
Well, that takes us to the amp, which is
the oddball.
Yes, it's the Waza.
This is the Wazacraft amp
yes.
by Boss, and it's incredibly expensive.
It's
about 2,300 quid.
I think it was £3,300.
Is it?
I guess the reason we picked it was that it is.
We wanted a high quality solid state amp.
There we go, and that is what this is. Did it get us close?
No, it didn't get us close.
Well, no, that's what you have to let us know. I think we're close, but are we really close?
I mean, we've got the speaker in here where we listen to the tracks and then we just dial in the tone to get it as close as we can. And we've been selective on what we can achieve with this rig, and so we've played some of the popular riffs. I honestly think it's down to the Metal Zone and the MXR 10 band EQ that's doing the bulk of the work here.
Well, yeah, and he did use an MXR EQ.
Yeah.
He didn't use
Metal Zone.
a Metal Zone.
No.
He didn't use, well, that particular delay.
Well, we didn't actually even use the Super Puss in the end.
Fine.
So I guess if we reverse engineer the tone.
Yeah, should we build it up from the bottom?
Yeah. We've got it set with the guitar going into gain, well, lead 1. And the gain's at halfway, the volume's at halfway, but the amp itself's on 1 watt mode. Bearing in mind this is an 160 watt amp.
So it's kind of the lowest setting and then cranked.
Yeah. And
it is really loud in the room.
Yeah.
And we're never quite sure what it feels like to be you guys listening to it, but it is really loud in here. So hopefully that comes across.
So this is the guitar straight into the amp. It's a pretty thick, nice sound.
It is, I was going to say, it's really, really fat and thick. It's good.
Which is exactly what Dimebag's tone isn't, is it? It's fat, but it's scooped. I'm pretty sure he just did like the stereo doubler effect and just ran Randalls and just basically just cranked them, scooped the mids, cranked the gain.
MT2?
Yeah, let's try that. So yeah, this is without, and this is with. So it's really only there to sort of add a little bit of, I don't want to say fizz, but just a very mild amount of something on the top end. In any case, that's providing the hair high end, you know. Bit more sustain as well.
Yeah. That brings us on to the EQ.
Which that's getting most of the tone.
And we've scooped out the mids, basically, which is apt, I guess. So yeah.
This is before. And this is with. I'm pretty sure that sounds close in the room to me.
That's incredible. Never underestimate the power of an EQ.
There you go.
Everyone should have one.
We should also throw in the noise clamp just to give you a demonstration of its ability to. It does actually affect the tone ever so slightly.
It definitely gets rid of some of that fizz.
Yeah, it means you can do all that stuff like in I'm Broken. Nice and thick.
Without.
It's much. You can hear it wants to feed back as soon as you put it in. But in any case, that's kind of I mean, we used the John Petrucci wah pedal just for a bit of lead, and again, it was one of those things that was selective at the time. It seems to act a bit weird with the amount of pedals we've got going in the front.
On the top, it gets really fizzy.
Yeah. And we didn't use the whammy this time either because really we were only going to use it for one excerpt, which we just decided not to play really. We just wanted to play the main fat riffs and get the riff tone because I feel like last time we didn't get the riff tone quite right.
Well, yeah, and also it's worth saying that we thickened it up with a bit of bass. We actually chose sat behind me is a Spectre bass, which Andertons now stock. with sounds like these days, we're trying to squeeze in a few more riffs, you know, to try and give it way more context. But do bear in mind, it takes ages to get the tone for each one.
It does. The tone chasing is the bit that you don't see, which takes a long time.
Yeah.
We really hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been fun. The links for the gear will be in the description box below.
And let us know what you thought. I mean, we've hopefully apologised if we got it wrong. So let us know who else you'd like to hear. We'll see you soon.
Yep, I've been Rabea.
And I've been Matt.
And this has been Sound Like on Andertons TV.
This has been Sounds Like on Andertons TV with an S.
See you later.
Did you call more on you?